amazing. I have watched so many people do it wrong. And I like to just yell, scream, and go, wrong, 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 wrong. Well, what can I do? Now, tablet and pen time. Go get your tablet, get your pen. Let's begin and let's have some fun, okay? So let's understand a couple things. My name is Ray, last name is Reynolds. I like making millionaires. I like making billionaires. So let's see which one you want to be. See, you got the ability to listen and learn. I bet you have the ability to do what I ask you to do. But I have a problem. I'm going to tell you what to do. Isn't that terrible? See, I got to be billionaire at 26 and a half, 2.6 billion, by the way. So I understand how to play. I made my first million when I was 14 and a half. Not possible. Well, look at the $100 million building behind you, in front of you, right there. How about $1 million Lamborghini? This is live, and the bottom line is you get to play with me. Now, there's no pictures, there's no recording, because I need you to put it here. I want you to write it down. It's got to be a mindset. It's got to be habit forming. So let's understand, I like goodies. You like goodies? I like Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and mansions, and I like yachts. Why not? I got them. Don't you? What's wrong? Have these not turned up? Oh, we're going to feel sorry for ourselves. I forgot. We're all going to go boo-hoo-hoo. No one gives a darn at the end of the day. I got born in a damn taxi. You think anybody gives a crap about that? No. The bottom line is, so I got born in a taxi on the way to Guardian Hospital. And you know what? She didn't want me. So Mrs. Hope, the she-devil for hell, I got to be with her from 3 to 9.5 years old. It was fun. All she wanted to do is use and abuse me and drop me off of the damn pier. I got you to have a trash can. Kind of sucks. So guess what? My feel sorry for myself is about 3 seconds or less. I'll give you 3 minutes. Is that okay? So let's understand how to play the game. And that's what it's called, winning the game of business. Why not? I wrote that book and series 45 years ago. Draw the diagram in front of you. Go ahead. Draw that now, because I want you to understand how to play. I want you to win. It's okay if you win. I need you to think. Let's pretend that you're going to listen the way I want you to listen. I want you to turn them up. Think of your city. The banks shut down locations over there. Some grocery stores. What did they do? See, here's the problem. I don't believe you look behind the curtain. I don't believe you learn how to play the game. Bank of America has announced they're going to shut down another 1,000 locations. 6,000 locations. Boom, booyah. Corporation, parent company. They have a branch number. The branch number is a corporation. So their corp owns corps. And when they shut them down, guess what they do? Bankrupt. Keep all the assets and the money. What did you do? You bankrupt you and brought the pain home, and your credit probably sucks. Is that true for some of you? Well, let's teach you how to play the game, okay? Let's play my way for a while. Sam's Club, by the time this year ends and next year, about 2,000 locations. Geico and cities. So if we think, all right, to ourselves, and we think one thing right away, stop bringing the pain home, will that be okay? If I basically train you to be a certified CFO, I want you to be a certified CFO. I want you to do it my way. I want you to basically think about being a millionaire. Corporation, by the way. So let's think about looking behind the curtain. Now, for me, it was pretty simple. When I was a little boy, Mrs. Hope would drop me off at the Redondo Beach Pier every morning at 6:30. She rolled down her window. She said, if you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'm going to leave you there to die. She was a she-devil from hell. The reality is, what did I do? I ran over to what? The fan. The light by the pier. Oh, it was got a little heater. Nope, it was a fan. It was just kept me warm. See, it was really weird. For 3 days, I stole it off the pier. I reached my hand up to get some goodies. Third day, the man goes, ah! He looks at me and he says, young man, I can call the police. You can take out my trash. All right, so if you take out my trash, I'll feed you. If not, you just go to jail. What do you think I picked? Take out the trash or go to jail? I took out the trash. I was known on the Redondo Beach Pier from every owner, from Tony's and everything else that knew me, as, oh, boy. That's all they used to do. Boy, clean out the chum bucket, take out my trash, do this and that. Then on the weekends, I used to go to the ranches in Palos Verdes and shovel shit. Their cows and the horses. Whee! See, I learned to play because I didn't like living in hell. Your problem is you never look behind the curtain. Sorry. That's why you follow ducks and sheep, how to get your personal credit the way you did it anyway. So let's use some rules and tools. Now I'm Ray Reynolds. I trained Ken Yarborough at PRW. So maybe I want to listen and learn how to play because they became a spirit. So let's take all our credit cards, personal ones today. Let's put a sticky. Let's dummy size this. Let's write down the limit of the credit card. Maintain 25%, always never past 29%. See, the moment you go past 29%, whop, there goes your score. You used it, you jacked it up. Now you can't get any more. You can't run up diddly squat. And you jacked up your house too. I'm sorry, I call that stupid. You're not stupid. What you did was stupid. See, the reality is simple. Now, would you like to maintain a 750 score? These two cards don't fluctuate ever. As long as you maintain the payment, you can max them out $1 million. So we get together, we can play the game and win. And you can maintain a 750 score the rest of your life too, if you play again. Now, let's understand TRW, Thomas Raymond Woolridge, they made bicycle parts. Then they got information business. And then they were bought out by Aspirian in 96. I drew the first one of these. It was basically simple. Good, fair, hell no. Remember, 29%. So again, these cards, I need you to understand, well, because you're lacking knowledge, you bring the pain home. And I want that to stop starting today. It's okay? So let's play. See, what happens today, you got to get your tab and a pen ready to begin the rules and tools. Everything to me is rules and tools, step by step by step. So understand, we want to make sure the kids in high school and college don't make the same stupid mistake you made. Is that okay? We play it my way for a while? Okay. Now ask yourself a question, or two questions, and I need you to write them down. Two questions, write them down. Do you want to enhance your income, or would you like to replace it? Now, here's the dumbest thing I watch people do wrong all the time. I'm going to start my business. Oh, good. You're going to start a business. You're going to be an employee to your own company. And now all you did is you changed jobs. But you're the employee for your own company. I call that stupid, to be honest with you. You see, what happens is when you make that money and making that company work on, you're slaving away, you're trying to figure out how to invest in other things too. You want to retire someday with millions in the bank. See, why don't you think about owning businesses, literally, okay, that are ran by third party? I wrote the book on laundromats, dry cleaning, storage units. I had my 22,000 payphones when I was a kid, in real estate and business and all the things place and have fun. You see, I don't want to run a damn business. I just want to own it. I want to be the puppet master. And that's what you got to do. Now let's think about you today. I want you to get your hands dirty. Now let's understand what that means. Write down, what about me? Write it down now. What about me? Okay. Every time you look at TikTok, Google, and YouTube, all the people going blah, blah, blah. You'll see me too, but I'm going to give you rules and tools. I'm going to hold your hand from the beginning to the middle to the end. I'm not going to pass the buck and give you pre-recorded crap. Blah, blah, blah. See, I want you to write down, what about me? See, you have to understand. And I want you to think, me. See, what is in it for you is what you have to focus on. How can it change your life? Rules and tools. I like to basically certify you as a CFO. I like to build a corporation with divisions up to $1 million for you, if you allow me to. So here we're going to look at chapter 18. You ready to play? Here's what I learned. I was 7.5 years old. A corporation is a legal person. That's what they said. I wrote it down. 7.5 years old. I wanted to know what it meant. They told me I was weird because I had my nose in the corner. Probably true. You know what I did the next day? I rolled my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department. Next door was a library. I went, ma'am, what does this mean? She was rude. She walked away. And then she came back 5 minutes later and said, here's a microphone, here's a bag. I read the bag. That's a problem. So did you. You read the book too. Good for you. See, the problem is without rules and tools, real ones that actually work in a blueprint, you're sitting there going, baby, that's all, folks. Now, here's what I want to show you. Corporation's a legal person. It's not the type of corporation that matters in the beginning. You haven't made any damn money yet. So we'll break that down in my setup in level 1 class on Wednesday and Saturday for you too. Now let's understand. I didn't pay attention to the next thing. It says may sue or be sued. I got named in a lawsuit when I was 12.5. It may what? Sue or be sued. So if you have a corporation and they get sued, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. Congratulations. Now understand, basically went to the library for 2 years. I was 9.5 years old when I sent away $10 to the Secretary of State of California. $10. See, I found out at 9.5, all corporations are free. Why would anybody spend thousands of dollars on an attorney's CPA and get a piece of paper that looks actually free, pay a filing fee? I've seen a lot of stupid things in my life, but that's just plain stupid. But understand, when my corporation came back, all right, it was named Helping Hand Industries. I got $100,000 of credit in the mail. You know, in the 70s, people got credit cards in the mail without applying for credit, even corporations too. Isn't that fun? Wow. So guess what? I started collecting books after books after books of credit, just for the fun of it. I even got named in the movie Dave. Isn't that fun? Now, at 12.5, I started the Orange County Blind Center, and I used the word Braille. I got in trouble for doing that. They named me in a lawsuit because I didn't realize the Braille Institution owned the name Braille. So guess what? We had to learn one thing: never bring the pain home. Simple. Now understand today, if you have a corporation, no matter what type you have, when they sue the corp, they sue you. By the way, that makes you a duck and a sheep. Now, if you understand something today, your name and your corporation's on the Secretary of State's website. Be careful, please. The next thing you have to think about is, I want you to think about divisions. Please write down division process. I invented it in 1985-86. Now, we have a problem. All these people on TikTok going, get an LLC. Oh, goody. Get the tax ID in the bank account. I've never seen someone stupid in my life. An LLC is supposed to be the parent company in the first place. That's an LLC, limited liability corporation of corporations. But don't worry, come January next week, the Treasury Department is going to come kick your assets because you're going to pierce your own veil. If not, they're going to fine you $500 a day. Congratulations. So guess what? Hey, how about we put our ducks in a row and go get $1 million credit and never bring the pain home? Now, me, warning, I'm honest and I'm blunt. I tell her like it is. If you fall stupid or you did stupid, you're not stupid. See, half the people in this world are freaking lazy. It's not hard to do what you need to do, but they're lazy. So me, I'm Ray Rose, the godfather of credit. And I like millionaires and billionaires. I'm going to tell you what to do, and I'm going to treat you like you're 2 years old. Is that okay? Did I teach you never to bring the pain home again? So play. Now, we need a list. Now, everybody talks about, I got a goal list. That don't mean really squat. The goal list is the index of a book, by the way. What we need to do is break it down in an activity sheet. All right, that means daily list. That means weekly list. Every project you do needs a list for every project because everybody's going to get in your way and try to knock you down too. We get to play. Now, I had a problem when I was 26. Heck, I've had problems all the time. When I was in the 6th grade, they said I was retarded because I rhyme all the time. I write with both hands and talk at the same time too. And I got told to recall most things. And an IQ of 203. They thought I was weird. Why not? Oh, well, at 26, all right, bringing billions of dollars in corporate structure, I got bored. When you have everything you want, what do? When you don't have a mom and a daddy, the family, what do? Race boats and yachts and all the kinds of goodies. So I started to help people. My wife calls this a hobby. We get to play. Now, here's the things I'd like you to write down today. All right, self-confidence. From there, self-discipline, self-motivation, fighting through the pain. Everybody around, they're going to knock you down and try to kick your ass heads. Isn't that fun? Your friends and family, some of them ripped you off, didn't they? See, unfortunately, that's the truth. So we're going to fight through that pain. Now, I got a foolproof program as long as you follow through. Is that okay if you do what I ask you to do? So understand, here's Arnold, part of the board of the hospital we set up in Fiji Islands with Dr. Lucky. Isn't that fun? How about Superman for Gold's Gym? He says I'm motivating, kick ass, and got him $1 million too. Oh, how about college professor, Biola University, California? Oh, okay. How about I gave this man a race 360? This is Glenn Freeman. Glenn was feeling sorry for himself living in his car for 3 years. No, thank you. Brand new business, brand new house, brand new truck. Race 360. See how we get to play? Giovanni worked for Pixar, $1.6 million, and he drew the first cartoon, the black cartoon for kids. It was good. It was a great thing. It became actually a cartoon and a comic book. Oh, wasn't that fun? Little Karen delivered pizza. And I said, stick around, I'll teach you how to do real estate in California. Or in Long Beach, isn't fun? So what do we get to do? She got $1.2 million in 9.5 months. I like to play. Now, I got people coming out of prison too. Here's Freeway Ricky Dicky Ross. Oh, goody. Gold and platinum cards. So I got him that too. So we can play the game and win some more. Thomas, this man was in prison for 26 years. All right, within 6 months, teaching him and coaching him on a weekly basis, brand new dump trucks to make millions a year. Is that okay if we want to play that way too? All right. Now, I'm going to give you a little lesson right now, and I need you to pay attention. Here's the biggest mistake people do based on the United States of America Incorporated. They don't learn about the SS5 or SSN and 40. They don't connect the dots. So you got an SS5 form, you fill it out, 14 to 16 years old. Unless you were born in 71 on, that's when Nixon took the gold standard out. Then mommy had to do it at the hospital. And by the way, it's called tax, and probate when you're dead. When you die, do you know the time of death is for the state and federal government? Because you can't take things with you. They want to make sure no one moved your stuff when you're dead. They stole your goodies too. So there's your SS5 for SSN. You got it so far? We the people, all right, we got to assign the number. From there, guess what happens? The SS4. What does line 1 say in the SS4? Let's read it together. Legal name of entity or individual person. Are you a person of flesh? Ow, that hurts. Stop it. So what do we do? Now, put your hands like this because you have to have fun. All right, that's a good thing. Remember, tax, probably when you're dead. Over here, SS4, no taxes due till you're profitable. Wow! So it didn't really matter what type of corporation yet. We can break that down in the SAT level 1 on Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, live in one of my classes I've taught for 45 years. So it says basically, I'll put your name there. Now, if you're a crook, just go to prison. Hey, come on. Some people are a bunch of damn crooks. If you haven't filed tax return, just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. All right, 3 years in federal prison, $5 million fine. Because he listened to his idiot attorneys and CPAs in Beverly Hills, California. All right, kind of stupid. What do you think? Now, so you can't be a crook. What I'd like you to do is write down irs.gov, write down 1244. Go ahead, write it down now. What does it mean for you to do? We get to file one tax return called single filing with you and the corporation to almost not pay any damn tax anyway, till we get a $3 to $5 million. So it really doesn't matter what type of corporation in the beginning. Now, Richard didn't listen to me too. He won Survivor the first show running around naked. Almost died twice. He got $1 million check. Taxes are due to next year. Reference 3 times 5 turns it to 15 million. Instead, he pissed it all away. And he went to prison for 3.5 years, 10 years probation, and violated that too, being stupid. So understand, the lack of knowledge is a stupidity of man or woman. People aren't stupid, they just do stupid, and the rest of the people are freaking lazy. So let's look at the United States of America Incorporated. 50 corporations called states. States got corporations called cities. And then they invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy in case they have an oh shit day too. They bankrupt the dead state business in front of you. Your problem is you didn't look behind the curtain. That's terrible. We the people. Supreme Court says a corporation is a legal person and you need to stop bringing the pain home. Is that okay? So let's understand. We're going to write down division of me. Write it down now. We take that form right there, put your name, corporation, division, or subsidiary right there. And I'm going to bill you $1 million of cash credit. That'd be okay if I do that for you too. We're going to have fun. So let's take an example, division of me. Now, here's a Lamborghini worth $1 million. Here's the keys. Bum, 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 bum. And I got this one, the payment is $6,800 a month. If I buy it under me and I can't pay it, they take it away and I'll have shitty credit. Then they report to the IRS as a 1099-C and I'll have double shitty credit. Well, that'd be stupid. No, I'm not stupid. If I buy it through the corporation, they sue the corporate, still sue me too. That'd be stupid again. What did I do? When I invented division process, it opened the door to do many things. The Lamborghini was bought through a division. Remember I showed you SSN versus SS4? I guarantee you SS4, a division of me. What do we get to do? Now, I'm going to maintain my shopping centers. my apartment complexes, at the time my payphones, my laundromats, my dry cleaning, and all the other things too, and have some fun. Now I've got one bad piece. What am I going to do? Well, I invented the 3-step. Let's do it. I'm going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate, put that sucker over here. If I can't save that piece, I'm going to try for 6 months. If I can't save it, I'm going to use the Federal Protection Act and bankrupt the hell out of it, like Rudy Giuliani did the other day. Isn't that fun? The Federal Protection Act. Let's understand. When you sign a lease of a building, it's a division. Every property better be a division because you're going to have a shitty tenant too. They're not all good, by the way. And then how you receive money. Well, there's no tax due to your profit. Oh, wow. Now, when we look at credit, there are 12 acts to look at. Let's understand the Fair Lending Act. This card is unlimited up to $1 million. If we basically do it the right way, we can get 99 more cards. See, your problem is trying to build a business, no matter if you're an investor or not. You're trying to get the money to get the honey. That's what it takes. So we get to play. Division of me. Simple. Now, here's Mary. Mary's nice. When she called the office, she was crying her eyes. Oh! I said, stop. Let me, hear what you have to say. That doesn't solve the problem. She says, I gave $10,000 to the attorney. He looked at the lease and says it's sublease 2. She gave $5,000 to the CPA. Fantastic. I said, basically, Mary, did you have division process? No. I said, what happened? Tell me. She goes, the restaurant went bankrupt. All right. And then they forced me into bankruptcy. I lost my house and my husband divorced me. And 3 weeks later, he says, I didn't sign up for that. I said, Mary, your problem is you didn't learn to play with me first. Every one of you has screwed up. Congratulations. Why didn't you do it my way? Well, your way sucks. Just true. Mary's problem, you know what she did? She didn't be a CFO correctly. See, the restaurant should have been a division and not the corp. She could have bankrupted the piece and kept the other pieces, and her husband would have divorced her anyway. So maybe you want to listen to me just a little bit, learn how to play to become that certified CFO and stop bringing the damn pain home. Is that okay? So we can play it my way. Look at your corporation today. If you have one, if not, I'll hand you one for free. I've been doing that for 45 years. I got a couple of attorneys pissed off because I give them for free. And I tell, why would you spend $5,000 on those idiots? Oh, well, can I say it's just true? Look at your corporation. Find out if you use your home address. If you did, that's kind of stupid. You added yourself to the national mailing list and the robocall list. Why would you do that to yourself? When I was a little boy, they said, don't put all your eggs in one basket and put your ducks in a row. They couldn't give me an answer to it, so I developed my own too. So let's understand today. If your corporation is sued, you're screwed. Ah! You're the duck and the sheep. That sucks. That sucks. You understand that? If we build a line of defense, right, and you don't bring the pain home, you can basically roll the dice and give it a hell of a try. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. So here's a $100 million building I obtained. Here's a $1 million Lamborghini. Here's a $5 million mansion, too, and a $1 million race boat. Well, I obtained it. Why didn't you? Can you turn these up today? I need you to listen a little bit more. I need you to pay attention. I like to rebuild your whole life my way. Now, you don't get these goodies till you get about 5 million. Is that okay? All right. So let's play. Now, if you let me add you to my credit system, I show you I got this mansion too. Kind of fun. So let's understand. I need you to write down credit, loan, and money. Credit, loan, and money. Why? You had some money once. All of you did. You spent it. You pissed it away. Bye-bye. Then you're broke the next day. It kind of sucks. When your company is basically making money, paying its bills, going, what are you going to do? The bank, if you did a reference of 3 times 5 my way, I can get the bank to give you up to $1.5 million credit. And then you buy a franchise with a division. Then you buy an apartment complex with a division. And you create your land and fence and you build what? Financial freedom. Isn't that what you really want? All right. Isn't that the truth? So you start getting what I call auto income per month, $50,000. Now, if you need $25,000 credit today, it's simple. We would charge you $2,500. During this broadcast, I will build you $25,000 credit for $999 if you did it today. If you wanted $100,000, I'm going to give it to you for basically $39.99. It's 60% discount. And simple. And here, take a picture of Zelle. Ray Reynolds recipient, RayRageCredit.com, RW when you Zelle, because they know he did it on the webinar with me. They don't have to pay a commission to anybody else. It's simple. So let's understand. What if we took $50,000 of credit and we loaned out $10,000 to 5 people? And you learned what I mastered and I created rules and tools of Homestead Blocker, UCC1 Chattel Mortgage. I invented those too. 50,000 will get you positive cash flow of $2,400 a month. You can actually design your income, and you can use one of my matrix I have in my book called Buckets of Money. $4.6 million, $190,000 a month. Is that okay? I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years online and in person. Now, some of you, if your clients, your workshops are ending. Bye-bye. I mean, your level 1, level 2, especially, it's over. As of the 31st, bye. Unless you sign up again and get stuck with me some more, because I got you where you are today. We can have some fun too. Now, I don't get it. You don't have time. You don't have your time right now. Your job does, or the company you're trying to start. Okay, your time has you. I want you to think about that today. So you got 4 days left. 4 days to get a corporate divisions in place. So that way, come next year, understand, we can say 2023, this is the fiscal year. Come January next week, it's going to be on the second fiscal year. That lines up for a line of credit up to 250. Would that be okay? Now, I got a radio show and TV show. March is coming out between January, February, and March. I'm going to play. Now, what happens today? I want you to think about flippity-dippity-doos. I was 17 and a half going to auctions, having fun while I was in college at Orange Coast College, and then Long Beach and all the other things too. And what did I do? I basically had 19 houses. But I have 17 and a half. They told me I couldn't number 20. They told me the word no. I don't like no. Do you like no? So I transferred them into my divisions. All right, again, so I freed up my loan value problem. That was okay. You know, my other problem was my bills were $1,000 a month. How do I get $1,000 a month automatically? I call it auto income. So my bills are paid, I free up my time. Then I got 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000 and more. And it's fine. Now, when I was doing the properties, I realized one thing. The buyers are liars. The agents and the brokers too, full of doo-doo. And the contractor that hires a subcontractor outside Home Depot, they all want you to slip and fall and want to steal your goodies too. I decided to be the bank at 21. I wanted to be the bank. I want you to think. When you sold a car in your life, did you realize you could have sold it and been in the bank right then? And they could have paid you and you paid the original creditor you owed? How about the house? Did you realize you could have been the bank the whole damn time? Your problem is you don't basically know how to play. So let's take an apartment complex and dissect it today. Why don't we become the bank? Wouldn't that be fun? And the next thing is my real estate system, my financial system, and we do a sum of asset. Is that okay? So let's think about the cities right now. We have 14 states that are selling properties in different cities of $100,000 or under, brand new. We can do Section 8. Oh, we can have real estate office manager for us. We can build auto income, 50,000 a month, 100,000. This one here, they want 75,000. Do you realize the deposit to close escrow is $5,000? Let's put it on a corporate credit card. Let's write it all off. How many would you like? What are 2 or 3? See, your goal's up to you. I don't think you should run a business. I think you should own the damn business and have third party run it for you. Now, I can make you a money making machine if you allow me to. 100,000 to 1 million. I call it OPM money. Don't pay a bill up to 90 days, and that's done in Bradstreet. We go sell widgets or computers right now on Amazon and eBay. There you go. So you don't get these goodies till you hit 5 million again. God's gift. The mansions in the harbor, owning properties on all 5 islands is fun. And the race boats and the yachts have my name on them too. The RayReynoldsUniversity.com. Even the Duffy. Wow, and the building and the car too. You see, I'm one of these guys that's not full of shit. Sorry to say it that way, but most people I feel are. A lot of blah, blah, blah. Let's hold your hand in the beginning to the middle to the end till you reach your dream and goal too, and I'll coach you every step of the way. Now, I like helicopters, buildings, and Lamborghinis. Now, me, I accomplish all my goals. I don't stop till I do. There's me in 1981, highest kick on planet Earth, the fastest kick too. And idiots say white man can't jump. I don't understand stupid. Do you understand stupid? I kicked out the lights at night. See, no matter where you come from, you can accomplish your goal. Now, do not hear no. When someone tells me no, I say thank you. And I think in the back of my mind they're stupid because I don't know how. I'll find another way. See, no just means I don't know how. You have 1,000 steps to the millionaire's foundership. I wrote the books and CDs. I sold it at the Bonaventure for 32 years for 5,000 a set. It's a full blueprint. You can't even screw it up. But again, that diagram, don't you remember banks and grocery stores? They bankrupt locations and they don't bring the pain home like you. So why don't we stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and let's reprogram our brains to millionaire status. Okay. And when I started my first blueprint, I was 9.5. I call it see it, believe, go get it, because it works for me. Is that okay if you do one of those too? So you're treading water, playing it safe. I'd like you to write down 5 things right now, please. These are 5 must-haves. In other words, you need a 750, not care credit first premier. We need a corporation about 26 to 30 divisions. We're going to need basically $100,000 to $2 million of cash credit. We need checkbook money and supply and vendor money. These are must-have. Did you write them down? Because you can take a picture and record, remember? So guess what? I'd like to hand you corp if you don't have one. I'd like to basically build it for you. I'd like you to stop bringing the pain home, put your ducks in a row, and let me rebuild your life. Is that okay? We're going to do it Ray Reynolds right. My right. Rules, Ray's rules. Now, I like presidents. I helped basically Ronald Reagan. Nancy said, just say no. I'm the guy that started teaching our children, became DARE, by the way. How about Mr. Clinton? All the rich and famous people, they listen better than most of you. Isn't that fun? What did you do? I bet you had a kitchen table meeting with your friends and family. Honey, we're going to start a business. Oh, goody. Let's jack them up, drop the score. Hell, can't get any more. All right, can't ride out diddly squat and hawk her house and be stupid too. You know what most people do? 92% of all businesses fail in the first 12 months. Stop bringing the pain home, please. Never bring the pain home. So write down today's date. Let's project 90 working days. That's our ultimate goal. You're going to fall down 1,000 times, and I'm going to help pick you up. You're going to win 10. Is that okay? Win 10? Now, winning the game of business, I wrote basically 45 years ago. One of my companies called Repackaging America. All right, page 6, paragraph 3 says cash flow, free up your time. Now, there's me in a coma in 2009, 14.5 years ago. Got my yachts in my backyard, 3 of them. Wife wants to take one out with a group of people. One's sick. She tells some people at the office he's in a coma. He might die. Or he runs over at the office at one technology driver on Spectrum, and he's stealing my books and CDs in a U-Haul truck. Tom, my IT manager, is selling my websites and my phone numbers. See, the people around you are going to screw you over, some of them. I always think most of them. Which one's really going to be true? Only a couple of them. So don't call the phone number. It's a porn site. That's the highest bidder of that. So if you want to copy the Millionaires Founders Kit, you call the office. It's $499. If you did it during my broadcast live only, you get it for $99. Shipping and handling. There's your Zell once again. Now, starting a business, running a business is hard to do. You know, if your friends and family are going to knock you off the damn cliff, they're going to catch you. You just better hold your breath, okay? Now, me, I didn't get a real mommy and a daddy. I was too busy being used and abused as a kid, and it sucks. Now, I realized one thing when I was crying my eyes out one day. The only way I can get myself out of this is through me. The abuser would want to get me at 2:30. I got up at 2:25. I beat him to it. So what did I do? Today, ever since I was 2.5 years old, I get up at 2:25. I drop to my knees, say, thank you, Jesus, another day, and I go look in the mirror. See, when I look in the mirror, I put myself in check because no one's going to get you where you need to go besides you, and you better have the rules and tools. I got no excuses, neither do you. Now, here, you have a good idea. Oh, goody. You go talk to your friends and family. Oh, goody. And instead of them encouraging you, they interrupt you. They're going to tell you how to do your own idea better than you. And they haven't done diddly squat. Doesn't that cloud your directions? So understand, July 4, 2009, 3 yachts in my backyard. I get to be in a coma. I get to hear the tax attorney trick my wife to sign a POA. The nurse asked my wife if I'm a donor. They're going to rip out my heart. But Jesus said, stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. Simple. You see, we all go through good and bad. I moved 24 times. I was 11 and a half years old with a lot of shitty people. I've been shot twice, knifed 6 times. Kind of sucks. But you know, my feel sorry for myself is 3 seconds or less. You get 3 minutes, by the way. So I'm really one of God's true examples, I believe. So what do we get to do? The book coming out called Jesus is Not a Drive-Thru. Being a Christian's a way of life known all the time. Simple. I got 39 books ready to play and go. How about bite your tongue, love longer? I wrote this for men because I don't want them to say things they regret because you can't take it back. But I had to add another chapter for my wife and my daughters. All right, they need to bite their tongue a little longer too. How about we fight the monster within? How about bullshit doesn't pay the bills? Isn't there a lot of bullshit in this world today? The reality is fight through the pain. I want you to get unstuck. I want you to get past go. Some real Lamborghinis, not rented by the hour like I see some of the TikTok guys do. Hey, how about a Lamborghini? How about Duffy? How about Mansion? How about we got no white men do jumps to, but people say we don't. More Lamborghinis, race boats in the backyard with my name on me too. Helicopter, Utah, yachts, house of Ferraris. Isn't this fun? Just a couple things I obtained. It's called Ray Rules. And what do? We use my blueprint. See it, believe it, go get it. That's how it works. Okay, credit repair. I know you think they have a magic wand. Woo! Want to talk about a bunch of bull crap. Credit repair is a fraud. Your largest 2 credit repair companies have been indicted 4 times. Each one of them have over 900 complaints on the BBB. They were indicted too. So the credit repair, when they say they can fix something, they realize it's not broken. The other thing on an open collection account, they can't get rid of it. It'll disappear and come back again and again and again until you solve your problem. Well, let's understand the rules. Now, hopefully they'll quote the Fair Credit Reporting Act. When they do that, it's like, okay, then why don't you say what it says? You're not allowed to collect money up front. If you do, you're a crook. They're collecting money up front. And then you have the Credit Organization Act. They're fraud. So what can I do? Well, you Google Section 611. It'll give you the rules and tools. You find out if you have an open collection account, you got a man up and a woman up, you can't be a crook. You see, you can't rip off your creditor. The next thing is you have to remember who started it all. TRW, the report's wrong with Thomas Raymond Woolridge. 96, Experian bottom. First blueprint I ever drew was very simple. For them was basically good, fair, hell no. These cards 29, 25%. These cards don't matter as long as you maintain the payment up to $1 million. What do? You maintain the 754 forever now. Now, so let's say if we have an open collection account, if we negotiate, solve our problem, be responsible people, all right, because God will open the door for that. And all cards at 25, 29% rule, but 2. And we do a wrapper refresh. I invented wrapper rescore basically 39 years ago, if you don't know that. We're doing Harold Stokes and Ken Yarborough. I call it the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. So understand. So let's give you 25 steps today to play because I like goodies. Is it okay? Number 1, we know Intuit about Credit Karma, December 3rd, 2020. Credit Karma was indicted 3 times. There's no fund ever to help you anyway. So we want to get that too. The next thing we have to think about it to be careful too is LifeLock. I don't understand. They've been indicted 6 times. Their last indictment's $100 million. Be careful, please. From here, we can obtain your credit reports, analyze within 24 hours and tell you what you need to do. And we'll help you do that too in a free class on Saturday at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time for me. I'll explain it to you live. 750, everybody can get it in 90 working days. As long as they listen to what I ask them to do. Simple. Here's that SS5 that no one paid attention to. It says name to be shown on card, full name of birth other than above. So the SS5 form got SSN and 1040. Okay. You have a Social Security card, right? Look at it. It says do not laminate, do not basically use for ID purposes, and don't carry with you. And it says Property Assessment Administration, not you. So understand that SSN was for the 1040. Had nothing to do with credit till a bunch of idiots use that for that too and follow ducks and sheep. You got your first job years ago, right? What happened the next day? When you got your first paycheck, it's like, where's my money? See, you thought they ripped you off. The company had to explain to you. The IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover. That's why you're a duck and a sheep, because you didn't bother to look behind the curtain, by the way. So if we look at irs.gov, 1244, what are we going to do? Almost not pay tax till we hit $3 to $5 million. SS5, how about we compare it to the SS4? Oh, there it is. So banks and grocery stores and cities have corps, and they own other pieces called subsidiaries, and they have bankrupt locations too, branch numbers too. Legal name of entity, individual person, we can put your name right there and get another one of you. Ultimate goal. So understand, banking and credit purposes. It says right on the form. See, you didn't give yourself another chance to try. You backed yourself in the corner. That's not acceptable. If you have a corp or don't, and I'll hand you one for free, there are 4 things your corp gets to do, okay? So your corporation gets the buffer tax. No taxes due till you're profitable. Next, all corporate credit is a damn write-off, interest rate credit card too. How about the car at fleet price? And we get the hotel gives us a free buffet. Do you know what the next thing is? That's all it gets to do. Raise rules are pretty simple. Divisions are the line of defense. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, and separate liability for real estate. I hope you wrote it down because you can't take a picture. You can't record. That's your line of defense, by the way. If you allow me to set up the divisions the way I invented them in the first place, we set them up: history, tax ID, credit reports, and credit. Is that okay? You can finance your own business too. So let's understand today, it's pretty simple. I'm going to guarantee you what I say I can do, as long as you don't screw it up. That's right. You can't violate the rules and jack up cards, and you can't crash a wrapper rescore by violating and apply for credit during the program. Can you do that? I'll actually apply for you so you don't screw up the rapid. From there, if you do, got to charge you a fee to close your case. So that's what happens. So if you have an open collection account, negotiate 5 ways to kill a debt. You have an IRS problem, there's a solution there for 2, 656, 430, A and B. Or you get to play the game and win. The ultimate goal. So here's your choice for the 750. So we can analyze, add a wrapper, rescore, push your score up, away, push the bad credit aside, and hopefully build you some credit right away too. So here's the way it works. If you want to, all right, I'll hold your hand from beginning to end. It's a wrapper rescore. You go to class on Saturdays. Our target is a 750. Ultimate goal, we usually charge you $999 for those classes in wrapper rescore. We give you a $1,000 card back so you can reimburse yourself, no problem. During a broadcast, we're going to discount it to $499. The ultimate goal. From here, the card becomes $500. Since I gave you rules and tools, what are we going to maintain forever now? The 750 score. If it's a starting package for the corporation, rebuild the credit. I'll give you the articles, all the tax ID for free if you don't have them already. From there, you're going to go to setup and level 1 on Wednesday and Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to charge you $999 to rebuild your credit and all that stuff in the corporation in pieces, but I'm going to build you $5,000 of cash credit. I'm going to give you 5 times your money back. You invest $24.99, you get $25,000 of credit. I always want to give you 5 to 10 times your money back. So we analyze right away, we add history, and we start popping credit right away. Would that be okay if I rebuild you too? Now, if you want the program right away, you would Zell. The next thing you can do is call 800-254-9506. If you use a card, they will charge you 5% fee. That's what the bank charges us. So I always say Zell. Now, here's another problem you have. The other problem is very simple. You're on the national mailing list. Okay? That means flat out, you are a voter probably like me. They sell that list 412 times a year. Cable bill, all right, corporation. I would like you to think you get the national mailing list by calling 888-567-8688. If you do that right away, it's up to you. Phone numbers in front of you. Next thing is we want to play and understand. I want you to start planning the problem. You allowed a friend and family member to rip you off. You spent thousands of dollars on crap that didn't work. If we take the safety credit, put the sticky, like I told you, rules and tools, and you build your line of defense, and you understand how to play, as I drew the dashboards years ago, is very simple. All dashboards years ago that I drew, the basic rules and tools, are very simple. So if you look at all dashboards, it's basically 0 to 29. All right, literally set up from there. And what it's going to do for you every step of the way is basically we're going to have a what? 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. So we have to run rules and tools. The system works by the way it's set up. And I helped set up years ago too, step 5. So let's understand. If you take all cards, you put the sticky, like I told you earlier, 25, 29% rule. We take these two cards with unlimited max amount, as long as you maintain the monthly payment. What are you going to do? You're going to basically never have your score go below 750. That's easy to listen and do, right? So you have an emergency, what do? You lose your job, have an emergency. All right, you run out of time, you run out of money, and you can't wait to go jack them up, tell the world to feel sorry for you. That's not going to happen anymore. Let's pretend you needed $5,000 now. You ask your friends, your family, the bank, they'll say no because you said you need it. This is a $5,000 card in my hand. If I max it out, the payment is $50 a month. From there, it's very simple. If you basically want $50,000, understand, you waste $140 a week. That's what they say, that's $600 a month. If I take $600 off of a corporate credit card, I get to write it all off, but I get to go buy 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-thru using some common sense. So remember, white men do jump. All right, only stupid people say we don't. Nixon took the gold standard out. You're going to write down race rules right now. You're going to write down the following. I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not corporate my family. I have no intent to defraud it. That's the ultimate goal. Remember, this is your cake and eat it too. Raise rules. Step number 7, become a certified CFO and never bring the pain home. Got it so far? So here I am, dead in a coma. Hospital actually takes pictures when you're dead, time of death kind of thing. And here's the address. Check it out today too. So guess what? I've been in 2 comas so far. One, I was crippled for life. Jesus said, get up, I got up. Last one, I got to die and come back and help you. So the devil's trying to hold us back and knock us down. But remember, God's delays aren't God's denials. So if we play this way, my way, I'm going to repackage your life like Humpty Dumpty. So all checkbook money, banks want a 2-year corporation or 2-year division. We got 4 days left. That's it, and we're out of time. Corporation's a legal person that may sue or be sued. From there, the lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man or woman. People aren't stupid, they just fall stupid. But half the world's freaking lazy. Simple. Now, this is pathetic. I lost my job. Then get off your assets and go get another job. Okay? This is pathetic. You're walking around your PJs. I mean, this guy's got to man up, and that's it. You have a garage sale. You do something. You go drive an Uber. You go to the church, they'll give you the food. Hey, I came out of a coma worth billions of dollars, and now I'm homeless with my wife and my kids. What am I going to do? Sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. And from there, I built $1 million of cash credit in 6 friggin' weeks. Then I bought my wife a brand new house. Why the hell would anybody stay down when you don't have to stay down? I don't understand stupid. Do you understand stupid yet? So divisions give you a line of defense. That's what they do. From there, I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not the corporate, my family. If you allow me to get the tax ID, I will build you and set up the credit report for you, Experian, Treasury, and Equifax per tax ID. We will build cash credit and line you up for checkbook money. That's the ultimate goal. Divisions allow us to multiply credit. That's what I put in my book called Buckets of Money. Up to $1 million a day, by the way. Simple to do as we basically follow through. So let's understand, you have a corp today, good. Make sure you put your ducks in a row. And you'll understand if they sue that, they sue you. That kind of sucks. Let's build a line of defense and teach you how to play the game and win. Cards. I also wrote a book about daisy chaining credit. 1 card into 9 more. Up to $2.5 million. So you'll learn how to daisy chain credit as well. From there, you have 89 ways how to use the division as we play. So what you need is 9 divisions for profit corp, 9 divisions for nonprofit, 3 divisions of me, 5 closet divisions. This is the minimum of 26. What happens, you have 4 days left to get them done. Like now, you have to get them done today so we can get them to you to sign and get them filed right away. But again, normally a division is $4.99. Instead of jacking up the price, I do the reverse if it's done during the webinar because it gets a commission for it. So take a picture if you want them today. 3, they're $99 each. 3, 6, 9, 18, and 26. But again, that way it's 2 years come January. It's a Zell only. As we play this game, you can always call the office at 800-254-9506. You use a card, they will charge you 5%. From there, I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I got to ride with Neil Diamond twice in the Love Ride. So you don't get these kind of goodies to $5 million. We'd like to get you $1 million of credit cards and about $5 million of checkbook money. Will that be okay? If I rebuild you, then why don't I go get the corporate credit? It doesn't show up on personal credit reports. We get the 3 Spark green cards, 160 times 9. We get the blue times 9, the Wells Fargo times 9. We get the ink times 9. How about the gold times 9? So we could build up to 5 cards per entity up to $5 million. Then we don't want to look at checkbook money and also the other 5 cards too. I only like 10 cards. So as we play unsecured up to 250. And that's the ultimate goal. These are my banks that I like to play with the most. There's 5 of them right there in front of you. So if we play the game, $5.4 million of cash credit. That's the ultimate goal as we play this game. We get to win. Now, I got specialty classes on Saturday as well at 8:30 in the morning. I do up to 10 classes on Saturday live. I've done that for 45 years, online or in person. Now, they announce grant money. The grant money is up to $1 billion, 100 million per state and 10 million per city. Oh, find your opportunity. It's right there. So if you want, take a picture of this right now. Here's a nonprofit corp. I'll give you, you pay your filing fee. You should go after grant monies or 100,000. Opportunity to help other people, tax ID, an ad history, and a phone call with me, and I'll get you into the workshop for nonprofit. If it was done today during the webinar, I'm going to give it away for $299. If it's not done now, sorry. They're going to charge the most they can at the office too. They make a commission. So again, what it is, it's a Zell. So let's understand. If we take corporate credit, borrow money's not taxable, and we buy our lifetime income, a real estate or franchise, now you're going to own it. Basically, what's going to do? You're going to be an investor. See, that's how you have your cake and eat it too. Raise rules, become a certified CFO, never bring the pain home. Now, let's pretend today I wrote you a check for $1 million. What would you do? First, you go, I want to buy the house in the car. Stop the crap. Knock it off. If you put that check in your personal account, you only get to keep $375. If you basically reference 3 times 5 and you put in a division of the corporation of you can turn it into $15 million. You will pay tax on the profit, if there's any profit, as you build your business. Simple, step 8. From there, if you won the lottery today, what are you going to do? You took the cash value, we all do. So I'd like you to deposit in the division of you under the tax ID. I'd like you to build a debt, create a debt, offset taxes, borrow money's not taxable, and turn that into $1 billion. Will that be okay? See, the cities filed bankruptcy, 11 of them so far. So a state and the cities, corporations, and they use Chapter 9, they invented that case, say, oh shit, they happened to them. And if you have one, you didn't play the game the right way anyway. So that's kind of silly and dumb too. So let's understand. Google bankruptcy today. See, SSNS is what? 4. SS 5. Who's going to be the duck the next time? It's going to be up to you. Let me add you to my credit system. I'll build you $1 million of credit if you allow me to. Very simple to do, but you have to go to class, follow through, not following you on, run your race, beat your doubt, get out of my way where I rebuild you. That's kind of fun. See, I think you got to get past go. I think you're stuck. So the mansions in the harbor, the race boats, the yachts, helicopters, Lamborghinis, and buildings too. I'd like you to change your driver's license down the road to a P.O. box and mail-in address, if you would, please. More privacy. Let's look at the car you drive today. I'll bet you went to the dealership, you got sweated for 5 hours, you lost 9 inquiries and about $20,000. That's not how you buy a car, by the way. So a car is fleet price tax ID division. Got it? Now let's understand. If you put two people on the loan, I think that's silly. The house should have been bought through the trust. The car should be a division of corporation. If you lose your house and your car, you'll have shitty credit. They'll report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now you have double shitty credit. So let's play. You get in a bumpity bump, guess what? The wretched owner's you're the duck and the sheep. Why don't we change it to a division of a corporation? So they get diddly squat. All right, is that okay? We protect you and your family too. So every piece of property you get should be a division, because you don't know which one's going to fall suit you and screw you up. Your house payment is offset by what? Your house payment offsets your income. Corporation, how about Amazon? They didn't pay tax on the first 10 billion to double trillion. See, they're doing what they're allowed to do. The bottom line is they're playing by the rules. There's no loophole. I mean, we watched this man take, all right, $44 billion from the bank loans he got, and watch him in less than 3 weeks screw up Twitter. Totally dumb. He screwed up the #1 dashboard out there in the world being stupid, in my opinion. The banks are kind of pissed off, some of the people at SpaceX too, but he's got all the money. I guess he can afford to piss it away. He's got a spaceship. So the other two guys, they got spaceships too. So you could actually win the game, join the club, and learn to play. Step 15, run your life through a corporation in conjunction. Okay, so this means very simple. All right, if you need a line of credit for $25,000 by itself today, I'm going to discount it for $999. If you wanted $100,000, I'm going to discount it to $39.99. Discounts across the board. It's a sell now. See, you got to realize you can pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. So your paycheck is taxable income, right? You get the leftover. Then you pay car payment, gas, registration, insurance. What you might want to do instead is yell no and drive a company car like I do. The ultimate goal. That's what coaching will teach you to do every step of the way. So get to play. S is for A. Why don't you get one from irs.gov today? This banking and credit purposes. You never had to be a duck and a sheep. Mama standing there after Nixon took the gold standard out in 71 because she can't go home with her baby unless she turns around and signs the SS5 form. She didn't even know what she's signing at the time. Neither did you. Isn't that okay? See, if you have a house, it's escrow, closed homestead, trust. And the reality is very simple. And if you didn't put it in a trust, when they sue you, they take it away. When you're dead, they basically stick your family in probate and they get diddly squat. When you hire a contractor that hires a subcontractor outside Home Depot, very simple. When they slip and fall, they want to sue you and kind of screw you up too. What you might want to do is my way. It's called diddly squat. Why don't you look up an irrevocable trust today? All right, and have some fun too. Step 19. So now again, if you're a crook and you don't file tax returns, just go to prison like Wesley Snipes. You can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess because no one's going to run that way. Very simple. As we play this game, understand you want to save up to 70% on something, a division can buy at wholesale price. Usually it doesn't pay a bill within 90 days. All right, we can leverage to $15 million. Borrow money is not taxable. We can leverage money and have fun and set up the line of defense. By the way, that's step 21 called blackjack. We get to play. Is that okay? Now, here's the Ray Reynolds University. Before I died in the coma in 2009, 22,000 square feet building, Irvine Spectrum, very simple. And what happened when I came out of my coma? Everything was stolen from me. Homeless, my wife and my kids. What am I going to do? Go home and go boo like most of you? No, thank you. I took out my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. Very simple. I took out my 3 divisions of me and my 5 closet divisions, and I built over $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. Why would anybody stay down when they never have to in the first place? 1,000 steps, Millionaires Founders Kit. Your workshops, most of your workshops are ending. They're over. Bye-bye. Unless you get new ones for level 1, 2, and 3 in specialty classes. See, you don't have your time. Your time has you. I like boring businesses. I love the fact when I had my 22,000 payphones, I didn't collect the money. I wrote the book on laundromats, dry cleaning, payphones, all right, basically storage units, all these other things, because I wanted a business that runs itself by third party. I'm an investor. See, everybody who starts a business wants to be an investor, but they're wasting all that money to get into business to be their own employee. I kind of think that's kind of dumb. It's backwards. Oh, well. So if we take 40,000 down and we get one of these pieces in one of these businesses, we'll get 3,000 to 10,000 a month. All right. I call it auto income. From there, $10,000 to 45,000 when you put 100,000, 250, usually up to 75,000 a month. The goal is to understand. It's like this piece of property here, built in 1969, all leased out. They want $3 million. You need 10% down, use corporate credit. The next you have the new loan, and then you have positive cash flow of 13,452. There's a problem there. One of those tenants can sue the company or the division or you. That sucks. If we dissect it into pieces and become one assignment of mortgage, we can turn that into $76,800 per month. And you reverse the liability. They can't sue you, but you can sue them if they don't pay. That's the ultimate goal. So when I look at my coaching packages from real estate, franchise, storage units, you might want to think about getting a 3, 6 month or 12-month program with me. See, when you go to that expo, it's like the deer in the headlights. So why don't we own the business and not run it? Let's pick one that's run by third party. How about a storage unit? Even the employees are subbed out too. And then you can bring 30 to 100,000 a month. Wouldn't that be kind of fun? From there, residual income. How about some dry cleaners? How about some laundromats? How about a Wendy's? How about a Jack in the Box? How about some gas stations? So if we start with the goal list, daily, weekly list, and project list, we can get you there. So what do we want to do? There's a 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months program. Next year should be literally $5 million. So if we do this correctly, 3 months lines you up, 6 months you should have your first unit, 12 months you should have multiple units if you do what I asked you to do. Now the next thing we have to think about is how we want to play this game, because we want to win. The ultimate goal, residual income. So if we do this correctly, we get all classes, all right, weekly calls with me, rapid rescore, the ultimate goal. So here we go. If you learn about projections and you learn basically basic changing in credit, once you get past that first million, you're on top of the world. Again, each one of these programs is $1,000 down. It's affordable, and you pay $600 a week, okay, and during that program. If you paid the $8,000 up front, I'd build you an extra $100,000 in credit. All right, very simple. If you did $1,000 for the 6 months, $600 a week. If you spent $15,000 up front, you get $250,000 in credit. If you did the 12 months, it's $1,000 down. Then you got 12 months where every week you spend $600. From there, it's $31,000 in payments. If you paid in full, it's $25,000. And we build you $500,000 of credit. It's a Zelle for payment or deposit, whatever you need to do, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Ultimate goal. See, Mr. Buffett's a nice guy. He tells the world everybody should pay more tax. He pays less tax than anybody. But see, the bottom line is he runs businesses, all right, but he doesn't run them. That's the ultimate goal. You can do exactly what he did. Corporations, a legal person may sue or be sued. Divisions are your line of defense. Willing to sacrifice, not the court, but my family. Divisions allow me to multiply. Credit up to $190,000 plus a month. Simple to do. From there, you need 26 divisions as a minimum. As we play, divisions are given away right now today at $99 each. Simple. It is a Zelle. Ultimate goal. You can always call the office at 800-254-9506. What are you willing to lose? Let's ask that question. Are you willing to lose family? I didn't get a family. I got used and abused as a kid and it sucked. I didn't get a real mommy and a daddy. People in my life, they can give a shit. Sorry, it's just the way I have to say it. Finally got a wife, 6 kids, 10 grandkids. Goal. I'm not willing to sacrifice family, corporation, division, yeah. You see, we want to all get checkmate, don't we? That's a division process. Step 23. So what do? Reach the dream. Think to be the impossible. Raise rules. Making millionaires, corps and divisions, and training people to be a certified CFO for 45 years. Simple. We got 4 days left. Then we're out of time. The ultimate goal is pretty simple. Never have joint credits just in the way. Buy a house, escrow, close homestead trust. Corporations are free, pay a filing fee. Division for real estate, franchise, current business, and line of defense. Race rules. I like to give bonus credit up to 10 times what you invest, because that way I'm going to take away your excuses. There are no excuses in this program. We can build anybody up and away. Step 24. The next thing is, if all you want is a sub 50, okay. Why don't we analyze, add a wrapper rescore, and let's rebuild you. Go to class on Saturday. And let's charge you $9.99, normally $1,000 card back during the program. It's live here, $4.99, and the card becomes $500. Knowing rules and tools today, you can maintain a sub 50 the rest of your life too. Open and go. So starter package. Rebuild the credit wrapper, rescore, okay. Articles also tax ID free if you don't have them. Set up a level 1 Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with me, live. $9.99, and I'm gonna give you 5,000 credit back. $24.99, 25,000 of credit back. We analyze, add history, and start popping credit right away. That's the ultimate goal. So let's understand today. It's a Zell right away, or call the office at 800-254-9506. From there, I want you to realize you give referrals, I'll build more credit. If you want 10%, I'll give you 10% back, as long as they say your name when they sign up. If not, they blew it for you. That's why I give you my personal email address too. So let's remember, the banks and the grocery stores file bankruptcy on locations. They don't bring the pain home like you. You got to focus to stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look at beyond that curtain and understand what it really means, step by step, and I'll hold your hand from beginning, middle, and end. We got to stay safe, stay strong, do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. Bottom line is, your choice is simple. Zell, what I offer today, 800-254-9506. Step 25, and the goal is for you to repackage your life and kind of do it my way from now on. All right, it's going to make sense to you every step of the way. So we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. We never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.